Is this thing on? Alright, I think it's on. Alright. Well, hello everyone. Today I'm going over the new killer, which is Azure. Now, Azure already has a pretty good amount of skins in the shop. A lot of skins came out with him, but the main thing we're going to be looking at is his moveset and how to use it. So, he has 27 sprint speed, 9 walking speed, which let's compare to, let's say, Slasher. Slasher, on the other hand, has 9 and 28. So, while Azure is faster walking, he is slightly slower running, which I'd say is a pretty good, trade-off, because there are a lot of abilities that can utilize his slow sprint speed and fast walks. Now, first thing we're going to go over is plants, right? So, if the survivors sprint or use an ability near them, they're going to, the flowers and plants will trigger and start shooting, right? Now, this is really good in a chase, as in my other video I show you how, I figured out if you throw down a flower in the chase, its wind-up is really short, so you can, spam him really fast. Now, the length of his hitbox is, guess what? Hold on. His hitbox is bigger than Jason's. Yes, Azure's hitbox is bigger than Jason's. So now, what that means is that, you'll be able to hit them from far away. Now, here we'll go to, where is his first ability? Here it is. Seeker bulbs, right? He'll slow down, and after a near half second wind up, he'll jab a tentacle forward, right? And then he'll throw a seeker bulb. It isn't right where he doesn't place it down. He throws it a good distance in front of you, right? And upon being triggered, they begin to fire at projectiles. Now, the projectiles go pew, 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 pew. And each one deals 4 damage, and they have really good aiming, right? Right. Now, 1.5 seconds, they will lose line of sight. You can have 3 of them at once. Now, if you have 3, it will replace the last one, which is John Doe's. Now, here's the stigmatist. It's basically a plant, and you can also have 3 of them, and you can also summon them during a chase. Now, let's say you're in a cornering somebody. What I recommend is putting down vines near the exits and filling down everything with the shooter balls, which, yeah. And also, try to place bulbs near the flowers, because I believe that they will try to attack the ones in bulbs. Now, after they release from the snare, after 5 seconds of being trapped, or they take 10 more damage, right? So yeah, you gotta get to them within 5 seconds, but yeah. But they do get speed too. Now, one missing attack, it's gonna wither and go on 6.5 cooldown, meaning that you can't trap more than one person, meaning that, for example, this is why Noob is so good. Noob can drink a slate skin potion, run into the plant, wither it for somebody, because slate skin lasts 5 or 6 seconds. I'm not going to say that. Don't. But because it lasts 5 or 6 seconds, it is going to basically allow you to take a hit for your teammate and get speed 2, both speed 2s. So yeah, pretty good trade-off, because Noob is actually really good, because I believe that the flower bulbs don't actually target you if you're invisible or undetectable, and Noob can do that for 10 seconds. So yeah, it's really good. Now, in Strangle, you're unable to sprint and you wind up for 1 second, then you can press the button again and then send a tentacle towards location. But you can cancel the ability by pressing it again, which will set it on a short cooldown. Now, when you hit somebody, they'll take 10 damage, and you'll regain the ability to sprint while grabbing them, and you'll be able to hold them. Now, here is what I recommend. Throw them into a plant or a flower, the shooter flower. I recommend shooter flowers because the shooter flowers are more likely to hit them, and the trap flower will give them speed when they get hit. But you can throw them into the plant and place down 2 seeker bulbs, which actually, because of the short cooldown, that gives you plenty of time to do it. So yeah. But they're knocked down on impact, which is pretty good. And also, you can throw them at other people, which is pretty good, which will also knock back any noobs trying to tank a flower for anybody. Now, you are inflicted with helpless, so that means you can only place down 1 seeker thing. So yeah. If they are too close to Azure, the duration is increased, and you'll also get slowness too. So you're probably going to want to throw them far away at a flower. So yeah. They're always going to trigger any plants, which is exactly where I'm going to do it. Now, here's my favorite part. Once you make 15 ablation, you're able to summon the golem. Now, it takes 4.8 seconds, but after you summon it, they're able to be controlled by you. Now, it's being a statue when not controlled, but what I recommend doing is putting it in an area where you don't have as many traps or shooter bulbs, but you have at least a few, grabber plants. That's what I'm going to call them, grabber plants. Yeah, grabber plants. Because if they get grabbed by a plant, you're going to be able to hit him with one of the abilities, which is going to do a lot of damage. Now, he has 45 lifetime, which is pretty good, and it has a 2.5 second cooldown from swapping back and forth, and you're unable to gain ablation while it exists. So yeah, here's the problem. It only has 50 max stamina. So yeah, be very careful with your stamina. And another tip is if you run out of stamina, it may be useful to switch back to Azure and chase him down until it regenerates. So yeah. Now, all negative status effects are reduced by 50. This means that tripwires, trip mines, any TAF stuff will not be as effective. And 2 times, do not think of front stabbing. Okay, so yeah. So, yes. If you do stun it, it will receive slowness and helpless, which can be good too, but only do it if you absolutely need. Now, longest windup, but it has the longest hitbox in the game, and it's very big. If you see my other video, you see how long it is in the playthrough. So yeah. Now, here is my favorite ability, blooming. It has cooldown is 7, but after 0.7 wind up, it will slam the ground under it, produce a shockwave that knocks over any survivors and deals damage based on how close they are to the center of the shockwave, to 35 damage. Now this has a long range, and actually if you're able to hit a survivor with it, then you'll actually be able to do a lot of damage. Now I'm going to actually go over and watch the LMS. So yeah. And it does look like it turns red. Here you can see they're not placing any traps, which is on my part slightly a mistake. However, they do have a golem, so that will be interesting. good placement. Now, I think they could switch the golem, but they may not have a golem. Oh, nice. Well, they're done.
You are just pitiful.
So that was pretty good. That was a really good end on this. Now for the final ability. Burrowing. Wait, no, that's not it. Yeah, unearthing. It will stomp the ground after 0.8 wind up. Wait, no, where is it? Huh? Ah, blooming. Yes, here it is. Wait, no. Ah, unearthing. Yes, unearthing. Shock. Wait, huh? No, wait. Huh? I'm confused. Well, blooming is my favorite, but this is. So this one's really good. So yeah, but if this one. Oh. Anyway. If Azure. Let's see. Oh man, I'm so lost here. Ah, here. Oh, another thing. Alright, so it will stomp the ground and send forth a shockwave. Really good. You can hit people and plants and ragdoll them, and yeah. But, blooming is really good when they're in a flower. While, this unearthing is really good when they're looping you. So, yeah, basically, if you've played John Doe a lot, it acts exactly like that, except it doesn't actually block them off, so you're going to want to hit them with it. Now, the fissure slows survivors 70% while they're in it, which mildly acts like John Doe spikes, but it does not block them. So yes, they are able to be carried by it backwards, but they're not going to take more than one piece of damage, which means that you also can knock them into a plant and then follow up with a blooming. So yes. Then, if you use burrowing, you can stop controlling the golem and then return to Azure, which, on my opinion, if the golem is at very low health / time left, if you're at like 10 seconds, don't swap back to Azure. Just keep chasing them and try to use all your abilities, because then when you go back to Azure, you can actually gain ablation again, which might be able to let you get 2 golems per game instead of just 1, depending on how many players there are. So that's pretty much it. So yeah, and in my next video, probably going to be posting like 10 more minutes, I'm going to be going over how to counter Azure, aka noob.